To the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle.
Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC
between the Washington Commanders
and the Seattle Seahawks. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular. Hey, alert 33. Run. Run.
Throwing, Mayfield. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert! King! Up!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Run. Real. King! Hey, alert!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. The 20, 5,
and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Point it right.
Now Mayfield.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hurry! Pistol. King!
To throw, Mayfield. Going deep for Walker. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to checking down to them or maybe dump ball passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Regular.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hey, we're 33. Up. Hurry! King! Right alert!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The slot man in motion right.
Run.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Point it right.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
King! Hey, alert! Regular!
Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Chase Young.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
On 1st and 10, Hutchins.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running right, here's Walker. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hurry! Point it right. Run. Real. Pistol.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On third down, Hutchins. And he will find his man on the outside. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Second and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. Hutchins escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Slot man moves right.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing to start the drive. Hutchins steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding Walker, complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on first down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And some room to work.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Commanders 14, Seahawks 6.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, and
gets a sack.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well. And he just provided one.
Right back to him on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, Hutchins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Hutchins flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Sly able to put this one through. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Run. Real. Pistol.
Mayfield down. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Run.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? A first down throw for Mayfield. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The center receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable here from the 38. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Here's Baker.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Mayfield to throw.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.